So I wanted to talk about Miss Aisha, also known as My Therapist Life on TikTok. Miss Aisha is a licensed mental health professional. And after watching a couple of her videos, I'm noticing a hint of sexism, misandry if you will. Allow me to give you a couple of examples. So she goes on to say that domestic abuse is not the same for men and women because men are able to do more damage physically. Obviously, I agree, but women are definitely more capable of doing more damage mentally. And who's to say one is worse than the other? Personally, I think that abuse is abuse, but when it comes to physical abuse, at least you can point to it. Most people who suffer mental or emotional abuse don't even understand what's going on and they can't explain what's happening to them. Another point she made was that divorces happen because men are unable to communicate their emotions. Are you saying that the reason for divorce is 100% men? I mean, as a therapist, I hope that's not the case. Are women incapable of toxicity? But finally, the most noteworthy point that she made was that marriage only benefits men. It stabilizes men. And that women have nothing to benefit from marriage. That the happiest women are childless and single. Now, of course, I'm not going to refute that point because I think that a good way to be happy is to be childless and single. But to say that women don't benefit from marriage, that's ridiculous, first of all. And then to say that marriage stabilizes men? What? I think you're mistaking causation and correlation. Stable men find partners. Stable men get married. People rarely change because they have a ring on their finger. Now, Miss Aisha, aka My Therapist Life on TikTok, has been a victim of domestic abuse. And I empathize. Domestic abuse is a terrible thing that tears at your mind, body, and soul. But the sexist rhetoric on your page? Who is that helping? Now, you mentioned that most men are not willing to take advice from a woman. But I think that the issue is that most men are not willing to listen to someone who thinks that men are inherently evil. Abuse doesn't have a gender. Toxicity doesn't have a gender. Toxic men and toxic women may damage people in different ways, but they cause damage nonetheless. This is the war against narcissism, guys. Salute.